Hello, how was your week and how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm so glad to be back again.
Right,
My week went good. It was as usual, the same routine.
right. Did you try something different? Oh, did you try the activities I told you? Visualization, emotional wheel, and labeling?
Yes, I did try it, and I think I really liked emotional wheel and labeling. I was able to do it pretty well and did help me.
Okay, so emotional field worked for you. Can you give me an example? What exactly worked for you?
For example, the emotional wheel was something I could really connect to because when I saw the image, I did see there was a range of emotions, and there were like primary emotions that I've heard of, and under that there were so many that I could really connect to. I think under anger, I did see let it down or frustration, irritation. So I was able to relate to these emotions to different scenarios. Maybe there was over the past week there was this one scenario where I was really angry at my friend,
Right.
and when I tried to reflect it through the emotional wheel, I figured that I was actually feeling also frustrated and irritated. So I was able to connect it to the emotional wheel. And when I tried thinking about it, it's just that through the emotional wheel, I know that, okay, I'm actually not that irritated and frustrated. So I was able to figure out the range of how angry I was. And soon, seeing the emotional wheel and labeling that thought, realized that I'm actually not that angry at him and I can
Right.
actually work on those emotions.
Right.
So it made me very content, and I was able to connect to myself more through the emotional wheel.
Right. So rather than anger, it was more like some built up frustration from something else.
Yes.
Okay. So this speaks a lot. This speaks that you are more in touch with your emotions now. So clarity has improved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to label it that, okay, I am angry because of this. You know
Yeah.
the underlying reason as well.
Correct.
That why it is happening. So
Yeah.
that's great. That's what I wanted you to do. Know the why of each situation and the emotions.
Okay.
So that's really good step that you are able to do that, and clarity has improved. So this means that you're in more touch with your body and your thoughts as well.
Yes.
And that's something we should continue, and I feel I'll benefit you in the further process as well during the interview process.
Yeah, I think I can also try to reflect on the positive emotions when I'm maybe preparing for the interview. I think that can really help me get confidence.
More than the positive, I feel like the negative ones are more in touch, like you
Yeah.
should be in touch with.
Okay.
Right, because once you know that why you're feeling negative in that particular moment, then we can work on the positive one accordingly.
Done.
We can replace with
Yes.
that.
So I'll continue doing the emotional wheel.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But I think visualization, I was not able to really connect with it that well, and I don't think that went really well.
Oh, how so? What went wrong? What did you not connect with?
I think so. It was really hard. In the start, it was very easy. But soon later, as I started thinking more, I was not able to put myself into the positive situation. And I was not able to connect. Like, I couldn't imagine myself in a positive scenario.
Right.
And secondly, one more thing is I was not able to do it alone. I felt I needed somebody to guide me through, like how we did it in the previous session.
Right. All right. Yeah, that happens actually. When our mind and body are too stressed up, our brain just doesn't come up with positive scenarios, and it just doesn't feel right to imagine it. Right. So how about we take the pressure off? I want you to tell me that was it a particular scene that you couldn't imagine, or was it the whole process that was very hard to imagine?
I think it was kind of the whole process because in the start it went really well. I was able to imagine myself getting ready, going to the interview and everything. But when those questions started, it's like there was nobody to guide me, so I was not able to connect, and there was a lot of pressure for me to be in that positive situation. So that's what made it a little harder.
Right. So it's let's do one thing. We need to cater something which is more natural to you, right?
Okay.
That's why visualization is probably not working for you. So I want you to imagine a tiny scene out of the whole process. Like visualize it, like maybe you sitting confidently, something like that.
Okay.
Like just one scene of that whole process that you can imagine. If it doesn't happen naturally, then let's not give it a shot.
Okay.
But for now, let's give one more shot to visualization, but at a lighter note.
Yeah. So maybe like the small steps, so I slowly increase, right?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's all right. And if you feel that you're not able to do it alone, you can help maybe your trusted friend. You can ask your trusted friend to help you with that, or we can try it in the session as well.
Sure, that would be really helpful. I
Yeah.
will try that.
Yeah, and it's not necessary that visualization works for everyone. It's not something bad, or it's not something out of the blue as well. It just means that we need to do a process that is more natural to you, that you feel more comfortable in.
Okay, I'm really glad. I think we'll give it one more try and then we'll see how it goes.
Right. All right. How did the emotional wheel go? You were able to do it perfectly?
Yeah, I actually really liked that activity because I was able to connect with a lot of emotions. But among them, there were few emotions that I didn't really understand, and I think in few more sessions I might get a hang of it.
All right.
But it did help me really well, and I was able to connect to emotional wheel and labeling.
Right.
Because through the emotional wheel, I was able to label my thoughts and what emotions am I feeling when I go for an interview. So it kind of did help me understand that particular emotion.
Right. Okay. I'm really glad to hear that. And let's try with some more activities today.
Sure.
Right. So I have thought of one particular activity, and I want you to answer that.
Okay.
So out of 1 to 10 rating, how much do you are prepared for the interview process?
Let me think. I think I'd give myself a 5 or a 6 because I know I'm putting up the hard work. I know I'm practicing really well, and I know I have the capability to prepare myself for the interview. But that 6 or 5 was just given because I don't think I'm confident enough to face the interview because my mind and body are just not at the same level, and they just keep differentiating, or they're not in the same thought of frame of thought, because of which I just fumble.
Okay. And tell me one more thing. Let's talk about if we are in your worst case scenario. Let's think about your worst case scenario, or less ideal situations. What do you tend to think, and what are your thoughts? Like, what are your worst case scenarios?
Okay, I think that a lot, because I mentioned I do overthink a lot. So
Right.
few of them would have been, what if I fail the interview? What if I answer the wrong one? Or basically, what if I answer a wrong question?
Right.
And sometimes we tend to stammer. So I really think if I stammer, it's going to create a wrong impression on the interviewee. So sometimes that thought keeps coming. Okay, if I stammer, I'm done. My interview is over. So that's one constant thought, and I think the worst case scenario that can happen. Oh yeah, and there's also, what if I blank out in an interview?
Right. Okay. So let's reflect on this thoughts one by one. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let's start with you failing the interview. What do you feel at that moment?
I think me failing the interview would be like, okay, this is the end of it. I don't think I won't have any other chances for it. This is what is got me to this level, because I get irritated because it's not the result I expected. So that's a thought that comes.
Right. So your body is already reacting in a way that it's failed,
Yeah,
even before it does.
Yes, this is a thought that comes to me before I go for the interview. Correct.
Right. So your body is feeling in a way because, okay, this is not in my hands. This is not feeling. I'm not gonna do it. But what if we think in a way that whenever we say that I'm gonna fail or I'm not gonna do it, what if you gently add that thought that what if I manage to do it this time?
Okay. Yeah, I've actually never thought about it that way.
Yeah. So can we try doing that when we
Yeah.
think about that aspect?
Okay.
Because when we tell our body that, oh my god, we're gonna fail, our body remembers and we react in the same way as well.
Okay.
Right? Is that comfortable for you?
Yeah, I think so. Is it like if I change my thought, even my body will react to it differently?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to the next thought. You mentioned about that you will stammer or you answer the wrong question.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
So I just feel like I've failed, and okay, I've created a wrong impression on the interviewee, and that one mistake can cost me the whole interview and my career.
Right. And why do you think it will cost you the whole thing in your career?
Because I did make a mistake, and maybe that one mistake will create a negative impact on me as well as what the interviewee thinks about me.
So is it only the mistake or the interview as well? Just the mistake that drives you to where you are, or the whole scenario that what the person will also think of me?
I think it's the whole process, because I do consider how the interviewee thinks, their facial expressions, their body language, how they look at me, everything.
All right. And have you also been in situations where you're not able to handle it, or you've made a mistake? How did that go? Were you able to do it, or did the conversation continue?
Oh, okay. So actually, I remember this one time where I actually didn't know the answer.
Right.
And I remember telling them that I think I need a moment to recollect my thoughts. And it actually turned out pretty well. They actually gave me some time to reframe it and bring it back. And I think that one session actually gave me a realization that, okay, even if I mess up, I think I can do it. I've never thought about that.
Right. Exactly. So we tend to overwhelm ourselves so much, and we tend to pressure ourselves so much that we don't think it in that aspect, right? That it's okay that we don't know a particular answer, and the world doesn't end as well if we don't know a particular answer.
Yeah.
So you just gave the answer to your question to yourself, right?
Yeah.
That you were able to do it. The conversation still continued as well.
Yeah, I just didn't remember this particular instance happening. When you asked, I was able to recollect this one
Right.
instance.
So next time, what we can do is, let's say you don't know a particular answer to a question. You can just say that I don't know this yet, but I love to read about it, or I just need a moment to recollect my thoughts before I answer it. How
Okay.
about we try this? So
Yeah.
in that process, or in that moment, you'll be composed, you'll be calm in that way, and you'll answer better.
Okay.
So you can go ahead with these two answers as well if you don't know an answer.
Okay, I'll definitely try that.
Right?
Yeah.
And I want you to also tell me how did labeling work for you? Like, did labeling help you with the interview process as well, or did it not?
It did. So I remember you told me to connect with how I thought, what is the emotion I'm feeling and because of what. So every time I was thinking of the interview, I used to connect it with the emotional wheel. So I am tensed because I don't know the answer.
Right.
So in that ways, I did label the emotions and the reason for which it happened. And it helped me identify what I'm feeling right now.
Right. And did it help you with the fact during the interview, or did it after the interview, or you did before the interview? Like, what time did it help you in?
I think this helped me before and after. Like
Okay.
I think I should do labeling before I go for the interview and maybe after, so I can reflect on what happened.
All right.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. What we talked about right now is that we can do positive affirmations as well.
Okay.
So, like I mentioned in the interview process, where let's say you don't know a particular answer to a question, you can say, I would love to read about it, or I would do it. So that's why you're feeding your brain that I would do it, I can do it in that way. So you can gently add in that thought that what if I manage to do it, what I can do it. This way our body will react more positively, and it will think in that aspect that okay, I can do it, and you will
Okay.
not see it as a chore rather than something that you want to learn, or it's like more of a curiosity.
Okay. So if I practice this positive thinking every day, I think it should really help me. Like maybe if I keep telling myself every day that even if I blank out, I'll be able to manage. By the time I have the interview, I might be very confident, right?
Right, yeah. You don't have to think of in that aspect, like when you're going in the interview room, for example, you don't have to think that, okay, I will fail, I will not able to do it. Let's replace those thoughts with saying that, okay, I can do it. If I am not able to do it, I will manage to do it somehow. And if I'm not able to manage to do it, I'll simply say that I don't know this answer. I don't know how this works, but I would love to go about on it as well.
Yeah, I think that will work. I should try that. I'll definitely try that next time.
Right. And tell me one more thing. Is your body feeling comparatively better when you're doing labeling, like in the process? Like, have you had recent interviews now?
I do keep having mock interviews because I think we're going to have placements very soon. So our
Right.
college just prepares us for that. And I think we usually have a lot of mock interviews. So because before the actual interview, college also prepares us as equally to the actual interview. So in that also I'm learning a lot. Like they try to give us where we are going wrong. They help us work on our mistakes. So that, as well as me doing labeling as my personal homework, is actually helping me do better.
Right. So you don't feel nervous in the mock session. I think we mentioned, we
Yeah.
talked about this in the earlier session.
Yeah.
That you're okay in the mock session.
Yeah, because in the mock session, it's like we're all learning together. And in the mock session, I do get the confidence that I am doing good. It's just when I come back, when I try to visualize myself through the visualization activity where I imagine myself in that situation alone, I get very scared.
Right. So that's why I mentioned that you don't have to think of it in a positive aspect, entirely. You don't have to
Okay.
imagine it because it gets hard for us to imagine positive scenarios because our brain tends to filter out to the worst possible scenario, or we tend to think of in that aspect. So it only chooses the failures instead of the wins.
Correct.
So just imagine one small scenario out of the whole thing.
Okay.
Maybe it will cater to you better.
Yeah, it can help me maybe.
Right, it'll feel more natural to you rather than just thinking about that whole scenario.
Sure.
And apart from that, affirmations, what we talk about, that can help us in that to better ourselves as well.
Okay. How do I kind of practice these affirmations every day?
Right. So sometimes saying out loud for some people doesn't work. Do you like writing?
Yeah.
Okay,
don't like.
so if you like writing, you can write it down daily, like in the mornings or anytime you're comfortable, you can just write it down.
Okay.
That, okay, I will do good in interview. I'm capable of this. I attract this kind of energy as well that I'll be able to do it better.
Okay.
Something in those lines, and you can repeat it like 10 times by writing it down and on a page. And if comfortable, you can say it out loud as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
I'll try both.
All right. And tell me more about your worst fear outcomes. Apart from failing and apart from thinking you're going to blank out, is there something else that bothers you?
I think apart from these two, just about how the interviewee is going to think about me. I think that's one more question that bothers me.
Why do you think the interviewers will think about you? Like, why do you cater to that thought only?
Maybe sometimes I feel that I'm a failure. I don't know the answer. I've not been up to the mark, or I keep feeling that there's like a constant judgment that I feel, okay, maybe they're judging me for who I am and what I've answered.
All right. I don't think the interviewers are here to judge you. They are here to basically carry you out throughout the process, like guide you throughout the process, right? So when you say things like, that you're open to learning, you're open to seeing more to in this topic, they like it because they think that, okay, the person has potential, or the person is fully committed to learning as well. So
Okay.
that guiding process is here to help you and not to judge you.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
And everyone has potential. It's just that what potential you're putting in a way that helps you learn more. So interviews are just an interaction to know you better and what way you will learn more as well, right?
Got it. Okay. I've never thought it that way. I really thought that, okay, me making a mistake is going to cost me a lot. Secondly, what they think of me also affects me a lot. I think I really will change those thoughts.
Right. And we as person tend to think a lot about what the other people will say, how we look, or we tend to just think of like us from everyone else's perspective or lens.
Yeah.
Right? So I want you to feel comfortable in your own skin and give yourself the time and the pressure off by saying positive affirmations, by living your thoughts, so that you are more in touch with your emotions than anyone else.
Got it.
And anyone else's opinions or anyone else thinking does not bother you so much. I know it's easier said than done, but here are some few steps you are taking, gradually baby steps we are taking in order to ensure that.
Sure. Okay.
Right?
I will definitely try that.
All right, so I'm leaving you with this thought today for this session,
Okay.
but I want you to continue labeling an emotional beat and visualization, but not the entire process, just a tiny part of the process or scenario which you feel the most comfortable in as well, which you can imagine. If you can't, don't pressure yourself. But I would like to give you one tiny homework. So in that, the homework is basically, I want you to think how you will be in the next couple of years, like your ideal situation, or how you want to be.
Okay, so should I try to bridge in how I am now and how I want to be?
Yeah, something like that in those lines.
I'll do that.
It would be fine if you can write it down. You can say it out loud. Anything works, or you want to record yourself as well.
Okay.
That works as well. So you can bring in next session, and we can both reflect on that.
Okay. And it can be many thoughts, right?
Yeah, it can be many thoughts. Whatever your idealized ways, or what is your gap between where you are right now or what you want to be.
Sure.
So you can kind of say what is your ideal type of you.
Done.
And how will you bridge that?
Sure. I will definitely try that.
All right. That's comfortable for you?
Sure.
All right.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.